to the news at 11, everyone. I'm Rick Ritter. Another big story we're following tonight. Some at Johns Hopkins concerned as the Trump administration turns its attention to international students from China. The administration announced it would revoke some of the visas of those students, including some here in Maryland. WJZ is live at 11 as Tara Lynch joins us from the Hopkins Homewood campus. And Tara, you spoke exclusively with a grad student at Hopkins who is from China, certainly concerned and shaken by this.
He is very concerned. His family also very anxious as they sort of await any information thousands of miles away on the other side of the world. Now, he also said that he's been in the United States since high school, about 10 years now, studying without an issue. Now he just waits and hopes that he can continue to live out his American dream.
It was scary.
Frank is a graduate student at Johns Hopkins who spoke exclusively with WJZ anonymously. He's been studying in the United States since 2015 when he came for high school. His parents sent him here for school because of the unhealthy and extreme pressure he faced ahead of the Chinese college application test. Now he's worried about his future in the United States as the Trump administration cracks down on visas for Chinese international students. He hopes it's just temporary.
Maybe this is just kind of like a scare tactic that would just add political weight to their trade negotiations.
Every visa adjudication is a national security decision.
The Trump administration says it will revoke some visas for Chinese students with connections to the state's Communist Party and for those in critical fields.
We think about national security, the nature of how we keep America safe and secure and more prosperous.
This reflects the current rare bipartisan consensus that China is the enemy of the United States.
Now, Frank has a choice to make: to stay and fulfill his American dream, or find a new path.
Should I really live through the added difficulty of being a labeled Chinese national here while still believing there's American dream, or would I make an alternative choice?
Johns Hopkins sent a letter to the campus community this afternoon from both the president and the provost. It said in part that international students have always played a very critical role to the research mission of the university. And the leaders both went on to say that they are very concerned that this uncertainty is taking a toll on the entire community here. For now, reporting live outside of Johns Hopkins University, Homewood campus, Tara Lynch, WJZ.
I certainly understand why so anxious, Tara. Thank you.